So you're on a mission to lose weight and tone up, but everyone keeps telling you that you need to be in a caloric deficit.
Caloric deficit.
Caloric deficit. Caloric deficit.
But what does caloric deficit even mean? And what is your caloric deficit?
I don't know. It's a mystery.
Well, by the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what caloric deficit is, and you're gonna know how to calculate your own caloric deficit. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, it's Michelle West here and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to demystify the term caloric deficit and talk about the real things you need to know to lose weight. So we've all figured out that to be able to lose weight / body fat, you have to burn more calories than what you consume. But most people don't know what their individual caloric deficit is. Well, I'm here to tell you, one, that everyone's caloric deficit is a little bit different. For example, my caloric deficit and my macro goals are not going to be the same as my husband's, as he's taller than me, he is older than me, and he's a man. And secondly, you do not have to work out to be able to be in a caloric deficit.
But Michelle, what do you mean by that?
Well, let's think about it this way. If someone is not consuming any food at all for weeks and they are not working out, aka anorexic, what's going to happen to their body over time? They're gonna lose body fat and they're gonna lose muscle. They are creating a large caloric deficit because throughout their day, they are burning more calories than what they consume. Now, I'm not in any way telling you that you shouldn't eat food because that's not good for you. Your body needs food to be able to survive, and being anorexic is an eating disorder. And I'm not in any way telling you that you shouldn't work out because working out and exercise is good for your body. It's good for overall health and fitness.
No pain, no gain?
But I'm just trying to explain to you how it works, how caloric deficit works with a person who is not working out at all, but they're still burning more calories than what they're consuming. Now, finding out your individual caloric deficit is pretty simple, but it's going to take a little bit of math. So grab your pens, grab your papers, and your calculators because it's about to get real studious up in here. The first thing we need to calculate is our BMR, which is our Basal Metabolic Rate. This number is the amount of calories that you burn each day by just simply living and existing. If you sit on a couch motionless all day, no exercise, this is your BMR number. And to be able to find out that number, you need to know three things: your weight, your age, and your height. Now for the math. We need to take our weight in pounds and convert it into kilograms. So take your weight in pounds and divide it by 2.2. That is your weight in kilograms. Now we need to take our height in inches and convert it into centimeters. So take your height in inches and times it by 2.54. That is your height in centimeters. And if you don't remember this from grade school, 12 inches equals 1 foot. So we are going to use the Mifflin St-Jeor equation for women to find our BMR. If you're a man watching this and you want to know your BMR, I will put the equation that you need to use down in the description box below. But this one is specifically for women because I'm going to use myself as an example for all of the equations that we do today. So the equation is BMR equals 10 times your weight in kilos plus 6.25 times your height in centimeters minus 5 times your age in years minus 161. Dang, that's a lot. Now let's use my stats as an example to go through the equation so you know exactly how to go through the equation for yourself. So my weight in kilograms is 70. So 10 times 70 equals 700. My height in centimeters is 140.8. So I take 6.25 times 140.8 and I get 880. My age is 30 years old, so I'm going to do 5 times 30 and that equals 150. So that whole equation is 700 plus 880 minus 150 minus 161, and my BMR is 1,269. Ta-da! So 1269 is my basal metabolic rate. This is the number of calories that my body burns every single day just by simply existing.
I was literally just existing.
Now we have to calculate our total daily energy expenditure. This is the number of calories that you burn in 24 hours by being physically active and by eating.
What, Michelle? I burn calories while I eat?
Yes, it takes energy to be able to eat. It's essentially your BMR plus your physical activity. To find out this number, you need to determine how many hours of physical activity that you are doing each week. Now, this number might be different from person to person. The amount of hours you work out per week may be different than mine, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the equations on the screen, and I want you to select the statement that best describes the amount of hours that you work out per week. Now, let's use me as an example so you know how to best figure out this math. I spend 4 to 6 hours exercising per week, so I'm going to take my BMR, which is 1269, and multiply that number by 1.55, and the result is 1,966.95. What I'm going to do is just round that number up straight to 1,967. So my total daily energy expenditure is 1967. Did you get your number yet? Or did you need a little bit of help? Don't worry, you can go over to my website at michellewest.net/caloric deficit, where you can find a whole explanation of all of these equations. All right, so you found your total daily energy expenditure. Woo, that was a whole lot of math. But this number is key. If you eat under this number in calories for a period of time, you will lose weight. If you eat over this amount of calories for a period of time, you will gain weight. And if you stay within this calorie number for a period of time, you will maintain your weight. So this is the only key that you need to know on how to lose weight. Let's put it into perspective. If I was a sedentary person and I did not exercise and I did the same math, I would have a lower total daily energy expenditure. That means that I would have to eat a lot less to be able to lose weight. It's possible, but it's more fun to exercise because 1, you get to burn more calories. 2, your body essentially loves you because you're essentially getting stronger. And 3, you get to eat more food. That sounds great to me. I love food. So hopefully this video helped demystify what you thought about caloric deficit and helped you determine what your caloric deficit actually is. I'm going to dig deeper in future videos on macro eating and balanced dieting. So if you like topics like this to help you get further in your weight loss journey, make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you know when I drop a new video. Also, make sure you give me a thumbs up so I can help reach more people. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.